Alright, greetings 94th. This is Beaker 1-2. We got Fredric here as well, and Godit. Today we're going to be demonstrating a boom and zoom video, some attacking maneuvers as well as counterattack maneuvers. So Fredric is going to be playing the target plane, and Godit will be the attacking plane. Godit, you want to go ahead and introduce some of the defensive maneuvers?
Yeah, main thing to remember if you're suspecting a boom zoom attack is to keep your head on a swivel. Your real only defense is going to be picking it up early so you can react to it. But besides checking up and above you visually, you can use your radar to get a good idea if somebody's moving in above you and in a position to start an attack. But assuming you can identify somebody, you want to try to gain as much energy as you can without having to go into a dive. So if you're in a climb, you want to level out and go to your max throttle to gain some speed. And you want to keep an eye on them very closely. You can start kind of turning towards them, but don't be overly aggressive and lose all your energy. Once you identify them entering their dive and they're committed to the attack, that's when you really make your first move to turn directly into them. Not climbing, but staying level and driving your plane to try to get below them, and that's going to make their firing solution much more complicated and increase your chances of survival.
Yeah, on top of that as well, the very first line of defense essentially is going to be, like you said, keeping your head on a swivel. So radar, keeping cross-check with that, making sure that you are seeing any due to possible attacks coming in on you, things like that.
So right now I'm getting into a position where I can dive down on top of him, and he's probably recognizing that he's vulnerable. And I'm going to start to dive in him, and then he'll start to turn into me. And once I'm right about to get in firing range, he can also roll his plane so that he doesn't present a nice flat surface for me to shoot at, but makes it really narrow by basically pointing his wingtips towards my guns. And that, again, limits how much I'm going to be able to hit him. So I'm going to start diving in on him now. We'll see him turn into me. But now to correct, and I'm going to overshoot.
Very nice, guys. Very nice. Alright, good counter, Fredric. Let's turn around a little bit now so we can make sure that we got enough room.
Yeah, let's see if we can do another one from me starting even further up.
As well as coming in for an attack, basically. Yeah, you want to be able to aileron roll, essentially, to come in on them. 45 to 60 degree angles are probably best for you. You don't want to speed up too much, you're going to have a lot less time on target. So basically, use your combat flaps if you have to. Throttling back's also a good option. Chances are you're going to be up to about 350 miles an hour, possibly diving in on these dudes if you're too steep.
Yeah, from the attacker's perspective, you don't want to start the attack if you're already chasing him. So if he's running away from you, you're not in a good position and it's not going to work very well. If he's crossing you like at 90 degrees, or if he's coming somewhat head-on, that works the best. That way you don't have to waste all your time driving towards him. You can focus more on coming straight down. But it's actually not quite straight down, because that makes it very hard to maneuver and get a firing solution. About 60 degrees down is optimal. That way you can still get a good amount of speed in the dive, but maintain some control. And the idea is you want to be in and out of there very quickly without them having any time to react. You're not going to have much of an opportunity to shoot, but if you do it right, you don't need much. One good burst and it'll be a pilot kill or tear their wing off.
Also, this is in historical battles, if you guys didn't know already, as the audience. So this is what we normally play, at least as a squadron on occasion. But basically, things are different here. Stalls possible and things like that. So beware of that as the attacker as well as the defender.
Okay, so I'm going to get ready to start my dive here, and I'm going to try to keep him steady in my windscreen, but he's also going to try to turn underneath me.
Okay, I'm getting too close, so stand by. Very nice.
That time it looked like I caught him by surprise and he didn't quite turn to point his wings at me. But this time, let him know I'm coming and he can try to deny me a good firing solution. Okay, dropping in now.
Yep, I got a good shot lined up.
So now he's turning into me, and I'm going to have to constantly correct to try to get in front of him. It's not going to work out very well. I'm going to end up going straight down, which is not good for me. So I have to abort the attack.
Good job, guys.
Okay, this time we'll simulate that he does see me coming, but it's a bit too late, and all he can do is kind of turn to get his wings pointed at me, so he's a narrow target. So this time he'll just hold his heading and then kind of roll at the last minute before I can shoot. Okay, I'm starting my dive now. Roll. And I missed completely.
Very nice.
The other thing he can do is, if he's really desperate and he's got no other choice, but he can dive for the ground and go basically just treetop level. That way it's really hard for me to dive and go past him, because I'll just go right into the ground. So I have to basically do a less aggressive dive at him, because I can't afford to pull up too low.
Alright, Fredric, why don't we go ahead and simulate that. Turn north, please, and let's do some treetop level stuff. And this will be our last shot, guys.
Yeah, I'm really going to try to kill you this time. Good luck.
Alright, so let's get some treetop level stuff going.
Here I come.
And there you have it.
Trees.
See, there you have it. That's a good treetop boom and zoom defense. So, alright, well that's it from here at the 94th. This was Fredric, Beaker, and Godit for your boom and zoom tactics video. Please go ahead and give us some feedback, and hope you enjoyed it.
See ya.